Gentlemen, my name's Paul Criscolo, and it's indeed an honor to be asked to be your host tonight. It'll be a pleasure tonight to see 10 new members inducted into the Branford Sports Hall of Fame. I'm not making too much noise for you down there, am I? In this, our 36th year. Also, we'll be honoring the 2001 Boys and Girls Class M State Champion swim teams with milestone achievement recognition. Our program book does a great job in describing these outstanding people's accomplishments. The people that wrote the biographies for the program book did a lot of research and have written fine testimonials to each of the inductees. We'll be inducting 2 people tonight, before dinner and 8 after. We have asked the inductees to try to limit their remarks to 3 to 5 minutes. I'm going to say that we've asked the inductees to try to limit their remarks for 3 to 5 minutes, as we have 10 inductees to hear from. We appreciate everyone's kind attention, and we promise to make the evening move along. To initiate the evening, please rise to honor America and join Victor Amatori Jr., Sports Hall of Fame past honoree, in the Pledge of Allegiance, and remain standing for the invocation by Reverend Bill Kane.
Thank you, Paul. If everybody could join in with me, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us pray. Gracious God, we gather tonight to take pause and render due thanksgiving for those set apart who have shown the way of acclamation is paved with grit, skill, dedication, practice, perseverance, victory, and sometimes defeat. We assemble this evening profoundly aware that even the finest talent is not often manifested without the solid impact of coaches, of parents, teachers, extended family and friends who offer guidance, wisdom, and support well before and long after the scores have been tallied and the times have been set. On this special occasion, with tributes to come, we seek special blessing for Casey M. Adenolfi, Billy Alessi, Ron Bernardini, Thomas Grover Cleveland III, Michael Mario Demetriadis, Mike Gagliardi, Jim May, yes, Jimmy. Scott Nizelek, Amy Cole O'Brien, Jackie Tampson, and the 2001 Boys and Girls Swim Class M State Champions. May those who love them or call them friend rightly share in the joy we intend to impart, and may the moments about to unfold long endure in the hearts and minds of those being honored. In addition, Lord, we also seek your abiding presence and blessing for our long-serving First Selectman, Jamie Cosgrove, for he too has been a champion, and his success in the field of government has been much to the benefit of our community in life. Lord, also inspire and empower Josh Brooks as he takes up the reins of leadership. Loving God, bless all who are present this evening, whether in body or in spirit. Grace the fellowship we are experiencing and the food we're about to enjoy. Amen.
Thank you, Bill. And now, let me introduce and welcome to tonight's festivities Branford's newly elected First Selectman, just sworn in Tuesday morning, Josh Brooks.
Hi, I'd like to welcome you all here tonight. Thank you for having me. This is actually my first Sports Hall of Fame, so it's truly an honor to be here. As unfortunately, The only way I could get here and be up here was to get elected as first selectman, because as DJ King will tell you, my jump shot is not getting me here. My fondest memories as a young adult from about the age of 25 to 45 was coaching kids in sports. And sports is such a big part of our lives as youth and even beyond. And so the fact that we do this as a community is a huge source of pride, and I hope that it lasts for another 30 years. That's it for me. Enjoy the evening, and thanks for having me.
Thank you, Josh. I mentioned to a few people, every year my notes go up to a bigger font, and pretty soon it's going to be like one sentence on a page. This evening, we not only salute and honor this year's inductees, but also to renew old friendships and forge new ones. To talk about what was, what might have been, what still might happen. It gives us an opportunity to remember and crow about not only our parents' and grandparents' accomplishments, but also our children and grandchildren's. It's also a night we think about our past, and for some of us, our own mortality. And I've mentioned this before, and I have to bring it up again. A while back, my wife and I were sitting in our family room watching television. I mentioned to her that I never want to live in a vegetative state, dependent on sustenance from a bottle. I told her I didn't want to be dependent on machines to stay alive. If that happens, I told her, just pull the plug. So she got up, unplugged the TV, and threw away my beer. When you listen to many attendees tonight, you realize that the games have gotten tougher, the home runs have gone farther, the goals have become more crucial, and the times have gotten better over the years. I don't think any of us would have it any other way. The skies even seemed bluer in days of yore, and as they used to say, return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. Tonight we are honored with the presence of many Hall of Fame members. When I read their names, I ask that they stand and remain standing until all are recognized. Please hold your applause until we have all been introduced. We apologize if we left anyone off the list. Don't blame me. Since our last get-together, unfortunately, we lost Hall of Fame member and longtime committee volunteer, Coach John O'Connor. And now for our Hall of Fame members that are in the audience tonight. From 1998, Wayne Sacco Sokolowski. From 1999, Ted Kaczynski. From 2002, Dodie Blackstone Criscolo, Rusty Gordon, and Mark Loftus. From 2003, Vincent S. Giordano Jr. and George Miles. From 2005, James Patella and Rich Thompson. From 2007, Jake Paluzzi. From 2008, Rich Biondi and Sue Lexa. From 2009, Eric Golia. From 2010, Dale Burkhart. And from 2011, Ted McSherry and Chuck Tiernan. From 2012, Bill O'Brien. And John Kessler Jr. From 2013, Alex Paluzzi Jr. From 2014, Bob Ciccolini and DJ King II. From 2015, Victor Amatori Jr. From 2016, Gary Dunn, Jeff Klarman, and Artie Roy. From 2017, Sava Sinodi, Ryan Thompson, and Mike Tracy. From 2018, Craig Kenny. From 2019, Paul Gagliardi and Mike Tampson. From 2022, Jackie Alessi Ciccolini. From 2023, Brian Atkins and Alicia Amendola Bello. And from 2024, AJ Alessi, Anthony Castellan, Aretha Delgado, Lindsay DeGrasse, John Lamone, and Michael O are attending Hall of Fame members. Since its inception in 1988, 348 deserving people have been inducted into the Branford Sports Hall of Fame. Tonight, we will induct 10 new members of the Branford Sports Hall of Fame that have brought honor and distinction to the town of Branford. And what a group it is. We have numerous players, coaches, and organizers honored with amazing credentials, coaches that have won state, New England, and national honors. We're also honoring someone who has worked behind the scenes supporting Branford's athletes and teams. We have athletes that have earned all area, all league, all state, all American honors. Of course, many went on to perform at the college and even professional level and earned many athletic and academic awards. To begin our presentations, please welcome the chairman of the Branford Sports Hall of Fame, an integral part of all 36 ceremonies, recently retired director of Branford Recreation and Parks Department, a 2013 Hall of Fame inductee himself, someone who's never at a loss for words, Alex Paluzzi, Jr.
Hi, everyone. It's really important that we get everyone's attention. I'll save my remarks for after dinner for our committee. We go back, Bill and I were just talking quickly tonight, 36 years, and up to the pandemic, we averaged 335, and at one dinner, we had an all-time high of 475 people attend our dinner. So it's kind of amazing. You heard the numbers of people that we put into this. We said to ourselves, hey, everyone's been talking about it. Let's try to do it. If we do it for a few years, it'll be great. But here we are 36 years later, and we're going to be inducting 10 more tonight. So before dinner, we're going to induct a couple, make a special presentation, and then we'll let you eat, and then we'll come back. First up, Casey M. Adenolfi. Casey Adenolfi is a 2004 graduate of Branford High School, where she lettered and captained in volleyball, basketball, and track and field. Casey was selected to the Class M All-State volleyball teams in 2003 and 2004. Casey was crowned the Register's All-Area MVP her senior year. Casey moved on to play Division I volleyball for the Providence College Friars. She graduated from Providence College in 2008. She earned 3 National Independence Volleyball All-Academic selections. Impressive. Upon graduation from PC, Casey was named the assistant women's volleyball coach at Providence College. Casey earned her Doctor of Physical Therapy degree from the University of Rhode Island in 2011. Today, she is a partner and director of the Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine Center in Wethersfield, Connecticut, as a Doctor of Physical Therapy. Casey lives in Casey lives in Wethersfield with her wife, Annie, and 2 sons, Callum and Liam. She loves coming home to her roots in Branford, which is quite often, as she remains close with her family and friends. And you'll look also, there's a lot more accolades for each of these inductees tonight, but obviously I'm not going to talk about all of them. You can read them. But said by Casey, growing up as an athlete in Branford is something I would not have changed for the world. I had a great experience, and I truly feel my time as an athlete has shaped every aspect of my being today in a positive way. Please, our first inductee tonight, please welcome Casey M. Adenolfi into the Branford Sports Hall of Fame. track team being done, right? Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. I am so honored to be standing up here today. I'd like to congratulate my fellow Hall of Fame inductees and thank the Branford Hall of Fame committee for this great honor and amazing celebration tonight. Growing up in Branford, I have such fond memories, many of which involve sports in some way. I started participating in athletics at a young age, with my first love being basketball. I began playing in grade school and can remember always playing with and learning from the neighborhood boys and my brothers down at Haycock Point where we lived. I had a blast playing rec basketball for St. Mary's School and for Branford's travel team. And every summer, I couldn't wait for Coach K's camp. It was always the best week. Beginning my freshman year at Branford High School, basketball and softball were two sports I knew I would play. But I also wanted to play for a team in the fall. I thought about field hockey, but a good friend's mother pushed me to try volleyball. I wasn't sure, since I definitely didn't have the height, but sure enough, that summer I tried out for volleyball, made the team, and started preseason training. Coach Andrea Napoli taught me the game, and I immediately loved it. I never wanted to stop playing and practicing. I loved that it was a game of momentum and intensity. As a setter, I was in a position to grow as a leader of our team. I truly just had so much fun playing volleyball, and I was lucky to play alongside many other talented players. I developed a true passion for the game, and during my junior and senior seasons, Coach Lisa Barbaro pushed me to get my skills to the college level. For that, I am extremely grateful. I will never forget our run to the state finals. Although it didn't end as we would have liked, those moments will stay with me forever. Moving on to play at Providence College, I switched to the position of defensive specialist and did my best to rise to the challenge. I wouldn't trade those 4 years of playing Division I volleyball for anything. Being a part of that team, I met my amazing wife, Annie, and we now have 2 beautiful sons, Callum and Liam. I have volleyball to thank for so much happiness in my life. My experience as an athlete has also shaped me as an individual, from learning time management and leadership skills to developing a passion for health and wellness, which would take me down my career path. Today, I love working with patients of all ages and fitness levels as a physical therapist, and I specialize in working with athletes. Getting them back to doing what they love makes my job enjoyable and rewarding every day. I am so grateful to have grown up in the Branford community and to have had the opportunities I did to excel in athletics, under excellent leadership and coaches. Not only did I make memories to last a lifetime, but I learned important life lessons and gained my best friends, who are here tonight. Caitlin, Orla, Hall of Famer inducted last year, and Tammy, who is also being inducted tonight as a member of the 2001 state champion swim team. I love you ladies, and I feel so lucky to have you in my life. I would also like to thank my family, especially my parents, who were always my biggest fans. I don't think you guys ever missed a game of mine. I can remember looking up into the stands and seeing you both, alongside my late grandparents, John and Dot O'Sullivan. Your presence meant everything to me, and I loved going out there and making you proud. Mom and Dad, you instilled in me the values of hard work and dedication by showing me every day. To my siblings, Ryan, Kara, and Brendan, thank you for always being there for support, practice, and let's face it, some competition. To this day, we will still argue who the best athlete in the family is. Mike Tampson, I don't know where you are, you know all about this, and thank you for usually putting me at number 1. I loved and still love being an athlete. It has made me the person, mother, wife, friend, business owner, and healthcare provider that I am today. Whether it's juggling a million tasks as a working mom or pushing myself through a tough CrossFit workout, what I learned through sports has served me well. The values of hard work, consistency, dedication, and loyalty will stay with me forever. Thank you so much for this honor.
Great to have you back, Casey. Great job. Next, Billy Alessi. Just a little side bet. We kept going back on. Did we call him Billy? Did we call him Bill? We must have gone back a half a dozen times in the last 3 months, but we had a lot of fun doing it. Anyways, passionate and dedicated are two words that best describe Billy Alessi as an athlete and a high school coach. Tonight's Hall of Fame inductee challenged his teammates and later his athletes to set high expectations and to believe in themselves. As a result, Billy has had a profound impact on the soccer and lacrosse programs at Branford High School. He was selected all SEC, all state, and all area teams. In this spring season, Billy continued the Alessi family's rich tradition in the sport of lacrosse. His father, Joe, had been a longtime assistant coach for the Hornets. Billy's siblings, Jackie and AJ, were stalwarts in the sport, and both have been inducted into the Branford Sports Hall of Fame. Former Hornet head coach Brian Atkins stated that Billy was a remarkable athlete who practiced and played hard. He led Branford to the 2007 Class M state championship game. Billy matriculated to Quinnipiac University to play lacrosse. As a Division I athlete, Billy earned 4 varsity letters. He graduated in 2011 with a BS degree in communications. A few years later, Billy returned to graduate school and he earned an MS degree in athletic administration from Ohio University. For a decade, Billy served as an assistant coach for the girls' soccer and lacrosse programs. During this time period, both programs achieved unprecedented success. It was led by Coach Jen Kohut, Hall of Fame class of 2022, with the assistance of Billy, and they won in double overtime to win the SEC championship. In the spring of 2017 and 2018, the Hornets captured back-to-back Class M state championships. At the conclusion of the 2018 season, Billy was honored as Connecticut Girls Lacrosse Assistant Coach of the Year. In 2022, Billy married the former Taylor Massey. The young couple have a wonderful children named Hayden and Peyton. Currently, they reside in Branford. Please welcome Billy Alessi into the Branford Sports Hall of Fame. Congrats, I'll give this back to you, right? Okay. Oh, we're supposed to take a picture of this.
Again?
Yeah.
Thank you, Alex. First, I would like to thank the Hall of Fame committee for this incredible recognition. And congratulations to all the other inductees tonight on their accomplishments over the years. As a young kid, I remember going into the community house for rec and travel basketball, and I would look up in the rafters and I would see my grandfather's name. And at that time, I wasn't quite sure what any of that really meant. And then for the past 5 years, I'd come and see my colleagues, my friends, my coaches, and all different people get inducted into this. And now I know what it really means to be up in those rafters. Being inducted into the Branford Sports Hall of Fame is very humbling, and I'm honored to have my name alongside my grandfather, Bob Geyer, my sister, Jackie Ciccolini, my brother, AJ Alessi, my good friend, Michael, and so many other colleagues, coaches, and friends. This achievement is not mine alone. It is a culmination of countless hours of hard work, sacrifice, and the support of an amazing network of people that helped me throughout my journey. As I look around this room tonight, I see many individuals that have played a huge part in my journey, many of which are past recipients of this. Coaches, trainers, administrators, teachers all had a huge influence on where I am today, and so many other young athletes going through that high school phase. I would like to give a special shout out to our longtime trainer, Artie Roy. Is that you back there? Thank you for everything you do for us athletes, the teams, every day after school. Your work does not go unnoticed. To my coaches, Coach Atkins, Coach Barron, Coach May, congratulations also getting in tonight. Coach Mortali, Coach Hunter, and my father. You all taught me the fundamentals of lacrosse and soccer and how to play the game the right way. But more importantly, you taught me about sportsmanship, resilience, and the importance of being a good teammate and what it means to work hard. Your guidance shaped not just my athletic career, but where I am today. To my teammates and friends, we didn't always play the same sports, but we always supported one another. Whether it was going to each other's games, training together in the off-season, going to overnight camps for lacrosse in the summer, or getting together for team dinners. We shared the challenges and the joy of competition that formed a bond for a lifetime. The hard work and dedication we shared on and off the field is what makes something like this possible. To the Massey family, thank you for everything you've done for me since our families came together. It is families like yours that makes this community so special. Your longtime commitment and generous support for so many local organizations truly makes a difference. Jackie, it was amazing being your assistant coach for 10 seasons for the girls lacrosse team and sharing the sideline with you and Dad. Those were some of the greatest memories of my career, especially being a part of back-to-back state championships. AJ, thank you for always having my back, both on and off the field. I know it wasn't easy having me there, but the countless hours of playing one-on-one outside or just having a pass until it got too dark to see the ball helped me grow so much as an athlete. I was so lucky to be able to live with my role model and to be able to have you as a teammate in high school and college. You were someone I always looked up to and could count on. I am so grateful for the bond I share with my siblings, and I can't wait to watch our kids grow and experience that same special connection. Mom and Dad, you were my source of motivation and accountability, the two people I never wanted to disappoint. You always believed in me and pushed me to achieve more day after day and year after year. You both never missed a game, whether it was youth, high school, or the college level. The first thing I would do before every game is look up and find you guys in the stands. It gave me comfort knowing I wasn't alone and gave me something to play for. Thank you for the rides and instilling to me the values and discipline and perseverance. Good or bad, right or wrong, you guys always supported me and allowed me to make my own decisions and never forced me to do anything I didn't want to do. And for that, I thank you. Taylor, thank you for your endless love and support and for being the rock that holds our family together. Taylor and I both grew up playing sports, building friendships and learning lessons in this town and things we've learned for the rest of our life. We can only hope that our sons get to feel that same sense of community when they grow up. Thank you all again for this incredible honor. I am truly grateful. Have a good night.
Okay, one more presentation, and then we're going to be served dinner. We're right on time. We said dinner at 7 from our end, so we're almost there. I just want to mention quickly, too, Mike talked about a lot of those, Billy talked about a lot of those friendships. And I remember when Mike Olt came up to the major leagues, and Billy was there all the way in the good times and the bad times. And with us today, if I'm not incorrect, was last year, Mike Olt got inducted in the Sports Hall of Fame a year late because when he did get inducted, he was supposed to get inducted the year before, he was on his honeymoon. So if Mike and Lacey Mazzilli are here, please stand up, take a bow. I'm not sure if they're here. Lacey's usually late, so I wasn't sure they both were here tonight. So, but congratulations. And that's, yes, Lacey Mazzilli Olt is actually the daughter of, yes, Lee Mazzilli from the New York Mets and the New York Yankees. So a great story. Before dinner, we always, each year, make a special recognition award from our committee. We annually started a tradition of recognizing committee members, sponsors, at times individuals who have brought honor and distinction over the years to the Branford Sports Hall of Fame. This next individual has attended in earnest, and he'll correct me if I'm wrong, 12 consecutive dinners, and tonight would count number 13. He is simply the best and really enjoys our annual awards dinner and loves the stories from all our inductees. He has improved the quality of life for so many in our community and moved projects forward into completion. He told his late grandfather, the great Dan Cosgrove, that he would do some good, but he did great. Our 2025 Branford Sports Hall of Fame Special Recognition Award recipient is, now I can say it, former First Selectman James B. Cosgrove. Jamie?
Couple words. I usually don't. All right. I just want to thank Alex, thank the committee for the recognition, and thank you to the town for the support for the past 12 years. Josh said he had to get elected to get up here to be on the microphone. I guess I had to leave office to get a recognition. Thank you.
Congratulations, James. Thanks for all your support over the years. Everyone now, dinner will be served and we'll be back and we'll move it right along, all right? So enjoy the night.
Everyone, please take your seats. Please take your seats. We're going to begin the rest of the program. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Your attention, please. As someone once said, no one walks into the Branford Sports Hall of Fame alone. Each is carried by an army of individuals who make their induction possible. When we honor 10, we honor hundreds. This is truly a community celebration. Also, we'd like to congratulate Coach Peter Fry and the Branford High School's newly crowned Class M State Field Hockey champions. And now we'd like to thank our sponsors, many of them who are here, for their generosity in helping to make this event possible. Ace Trailer Leasing, Branford Girls Softball, Branford Little League, Branford Youth Football, Boss Swimming, Branford Gridiron Club, Branford Parks and Recreation, Branford Youth Basketball, Attorney Chuck Tiernan, Cherry Hill Glass, Connecticut Irrigation, Dolphin Pool Cleaning, Giordano Construction Company, Hornet's Nest Deli, Joel Evans Creative Design, Massey's Plate Glass and Aluminum, Nick and Sherry Torello, the Northeast Tennis Association, Nozo's Farm, the Parthenon Diner, Sherwood Sports Turf, Steady Photography, Tyco Printing, VF McNeil Insurance, Vogel Glass, and the W.S. Clancy Memorial Funeral Home. Thank you, sponsors, one and all. And now for the rest of our inductions in this Sports Hall of Fame, let's welcome back Alex Paluzzi, Jr.
Thank you, Paul. Hopefully you get everyone's attention so we can move forward. I just want to do a couple thank yous here again. My executive committee, first of all, co-founder and chairman emeritus, Mr. Bill O'Brien. our new Vice Chairman and actually Director of Parks, Recreation, and Senior Services. And she's done a phenomenal job. She was my assistant for 26 years. I did forget her anniversary this year, but that's what happens when you're retired. Sorry, Dale, but let me tell you this. Without Dale and actually Ricky Durego, who's our new secretary, and Jen Orlando, who actually helped me with the sponsors, and tonight they did all this. They did all the legwork. They were just, I can't say enough about them. They were phenomenal. Dale has done a great job. She's moved to another level, and I wish her the best of luck, and I'm just really happy that I'm still working with them on the Sports Hall of Fame. But as you know, to go through all this work, to get everyone to sit where we're supposed to have them sit, they worked late nights this week, and with me, I really appreciate their work, and I just couldn't do it without them. And also, my staff, I know Victoria, Valerie, Veronica was here tonight up front. And I also want to thank you, Vic Amatori, who did a lot of our biographies and did our publicity along the way. Without them, wouldn't happen. And then, again, also, we needed some sunshine tonight, so I made sure that our special events, I figured it was a special event, so Colin Sheen's here tonight. Thank you, Colin, for getting everyone's attention. And again, I want to thank especially my friend Nick. That's a little joke between me and Paul Criscola. He's the best MC, and I tell you, the price is right with Paul. I don't think he's earned $1. Very cheap. And again, Bill Keene, our friend, for doing that tonight. I really appreciate it. And I don't want to forget about all the years that Andrea and John Steady, Andrea Mendola, actually, they kind of stepped down this last year because they had another grandchild. Their daughter's a successful coach down in Virginia, Division III, but they still are involved. John was the sponsor, and he did a lot of the photo shoots for us. And Andrew's kind of our story. So thank you. Nice round of applause for everyone on the committee. So next, we're going to introduce, and if the girls swim Class M state champions, whoever is here right now, make your way to my right, your left, over here in front of, okay? And then we're going to call you up in a minute. And then you're going to come up and get your certificate from your coach, and then you're going to go over there and take, on the other side, you're going to take a team picture. So please. The 2001-2002 Branford High School girls swim team carried on the program's proud tradition of excellence and dominance in the pool. Their hard work and relentless preparation paid off as the team captured the Class M state championship, defeating a strong Pompera squad. The first class in Branford history to win 3 state championships, and the first to capture back-to-back titles. Impressive, girls. The triumph marked a continuation of what would become a historic run of 5 consecutive Class M championships, 2000 to 2004, the longest championship streak in any sport in Branford High School history. At the heart of Branford's continued success was a dedicated and accomplished coaching staff led by the late head coach John O'Connor, Branford Sports Hall of Fame inductee in 1995, assistant coach Rich Thompson, Branford Sports Hall of Fame, 2005, and diving coach Eric Golia, Branford Sports Hall of Fame 2009, who are with us, and they'll be joining me in a minute to be giving out their certificates to the girls. Their championship victory added another proud chapter to Branford's storied swimming legacy, solidifying the program's reputation as one of the premier and most respected high school swimming programs in Connecticut history. So tonight we acknowledge, after 25 years, the 2001 Girls Swim Class M State Champions. Congratulations, ladies. First, if Coach Rich Thompson would come up. Congratulations.
I know. Wait your spot.
Next, Coach Eric Golia. You guys are handing these out. You're handing those out. How are we going to do it? Oh.
Sorry.
Alicia Amendola Bello, first. Congrats, Alicia. Whitney Herzog Murphy. Tammy Kramer. Sarah Salisbury Robertson. And last but not least, Emily Slater. Congratulations to the 2001 Girls Swim Class M State Champions. And just quickly, I know Paul Criscola just mentioned about our girls field hockey team, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it actually, I was back in the first team when I was in high school in 1977. We weren't really that good back at that point, but they've won 12 state championships, if you think about that, for Branford. And they're a young team, and they're good. I'm not sure if anybody knew this, but they were undefeated during the regular season in the SEC, which is almost impossible. And they ran all the way through the SEC championship. And on top of that, they ran through the state championship. They've won 19 games in a row. So it's the longest winning streak at this time. So congratulations to our girls team. Next is the 2001 Boys Swim Class M State Champions. So in both years, we won both the girls and the boys. So next to the boys, under the dynamic coaching staff of head coach Rich Thompson, assistant coach John O'Connor, and diving coach Eric O'Brien, they were guided by outstanding senior leadership. Eric Anderson, Tom Cleveland, who we're going to be inducted in a few minutes, Chris DePonte, Tim Dixon, George Miles, Mike Paolillo, and Matt Turman. The Hornets went on to dominate the Class M swimming and diving championships at Southern Connecticut State University, winning the team title by an impressive 103 points over Wilton. That's huge. Under Coach Thompson's steady leadership, Branford maintained this momentum with strong finishes across multiple events, highlighted by a commanding 1-2 sweep in the 50 freestyle by co-captains Cleveland and Turman. So it's led them to the 2001 Boys Swim Class M State Championship. Congratulations, gentlemen. And at first, if Rich Thompson would join us once again up here. Again, gentlemen, if you could please make your way up here. I'm sorry, to the right. Can't catch me off, Bill. Okay, hopefully you have all the boys up here. Congratulations, gentlemen. First, Eric Anderson. Jack Aubie. I mean, doesn't this name sound just like a president? Thomas Glover Cleveland III. And he looks the part. George L. Miles. Last but not least, Ryan Thompson. Again, congratulations to the 2001 Boys Swim Class M State Champions. It's great in one year to have both the boys and girls represented. Congratulations, champions. Thanks, Coach. All right, moving right along. Next is Ron Bernardini. Associated with his loyalty, commitment, and love for sports in the Branford community, 2025 Branford Sports Hall of Fame inductee Ron Bernardini is well known to many organizations spanning over 30 years, including 24 years in Branford. A 1986 graduate of Branford High School, Ron was a contributing member to the Hornets as a play-by-play announcer for cable TV from 1987 to 1990. Ron attended Eastern Connecticut State University, was employed in the Sports Information Office. He joined the ECSU sports radio team as a breaking news reporter and was the play-by-play man for the Warriors Division III National Softball Championships in 1987. Ron also hosted a weekly sports talk at Eastern, interviewing various players and coaches. Tonight's inductee returned to Branford Athletic Committee in 1992 in the same role as a play-by-play TV announcer, this time for the girls' basketball team for head coach and Hall of Famer inductee Ted Kaczynski. Ron announced games for 15 years, from 92 to 2007, with his wife Patty by his side as his statistician. He worked alongside his longtime friend Victor Amatori Jr., a 2015 Hall of Fame inductee, announcing some of these games, and with fellow media colleagues Jeff Ahern and Tom Coondog. Upon his move to Wisconsin, he continues to do what he loves and currently is the JV statistician for Hamilton Sussex High School in Susson, Wisconsin since 2013, and was a varsity statistician for the University of Milwaukee High School. Working at ATT DirecTV for over 30 years as principal business manager, Ron is the son of the late June and Alfred Bernardini and currently resides in Jackson, Wisconsin with his wife of 26 years, Patty. Welcome back to Branford, Ron Bernardini, as we induct you into the Branford Sports Hall of Fame.
All right. Down.
I'll give it back to you.
All right.
All right.
All right, so time to get out your bingo cards for the Hall of Fame. Did you have sports broadcaster? If so, you're a winner. Congratulations. Congratulations to my fellow inductees. It's such an amazing honor. Just looking around and seeing all the people stand and to be part of this great town and just Hornets basketball. There's a lot of folks I have to thank. Of course, the Hall of Fame committee for entrusting and inducting me in with all these great folks. The coaching staffs, what a list of names that I had. Tom Murray, these are all Hall of Famers. Tom Murray, Ray Falkoff, Rusty Gordon, Jake Paluzzi, and of course, I can never forget Coach K. The players, hundreds of players on the court. Over the years, it was just amazing. Two be inducted here tonight, Casey and Amy. Just such an honor. And my friends and family over here, thank you for coming tonight, and thank you for supporting me. When it came to doing this broadcasting, how did I get to do this? Why did I decide to do this? Well, Vic Amatori over there, everyone knows Vic, said, hey, how about we do a couple games? It'll be fun. 20 plus years later, it was just an amazing ride. We just grew 7 houses away from each other, my best friend and brother. To do these games, just it can't be done by one person alone. So I had broadcast partners, Tom Kuhn and Jeff Ahern over there. Thanks for coming up from Tennessee with his wife, Lisa. Thank you, guys. And also, my wife, Patty. Couldn't do without her. She said yes twice. Once to marrying me, and once to doing stats. I mean, what a lucky guy I am, right? So, my journey, I wanted to play basketball like every kid growing up, right? I played at the rec department, Bob Ciccolini, and wanted to play ball. right? And I'd be in the backyard. And like anyone that played basketball, I'm sure y'all did this at some point. You're dribbling around, you go to the corner, and you say, 3 seconds left. Bernardini for 3. It's good. I think that was foreshadowing, right? When playing wasn't in the cards for me, I said, you know what? Got to do something, because I had the itch for basketball. So I did stats for baseball and basketball all through high school. Loved it so much. Continued in college, for a Division III powerhouse in baseball and softball. Just an incredible experience. Travel around the country was amazing. But still, it all comes to Lady Hornet basketball. I just used to love to get to the games, and before the game, I'd talk with Coach K, what's going to be coming up for the game, scouting reports, get prepared. It was part of the daily grind, something I just loved to do, day in and day out. There are some challenges on the road. Learning how to pronounce the name Econopolis. I think I have the record for how many times that name was changed from game to game. There were those battles with all the teams like Mercy, Hampden, Hillhouse, and Cross, all in our conference. Then the rivals, East Haven and Guilford. And I know Coach K will agree with me. One game will always stick in my mind. It seemed like, decades that we could beat Guilford. They always had our number until that one day that we beat them at home when they were a top-ranked team. Such an amazing time. It's such an honor to be here with everybody. Words can't describe it. I had the honor to watch players chase and break records. The scoring record for the girls, conference championships, and CEIAC tournament wins, including upsetting Ridgefield, who was a #1 seed. As I said, it's been such an honor that, you always say there's something you could pass around to folks. And the one thing I always say, if you ever see any kids that say, you know what, I didn't make the team, or what can I do, right? Why not give it a shot, helping doing stats, being a part of the program? And look what it did for me. It got me here among all these wonderful people here tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Great job, Ron. Congratulations. Again, if we could just make sure that we get everyone's attention, because I want to make sure that you hear the Hall of Famers with their speeches. I know there's a lot of people here. I know the night goes on, but just please give them your respect. I would appreciate it. One quick story about Bernardini. This is kind of off cuff a little bit, but I wanted to mention this. This is amazing. We had something really special happen in the last year and just recently, but and indirectly Ron is a little bit involved in it, but who at 68 years old, 69 years old, gets married after not being married, not having any children, but actually tonight with us is his cousin Leslie Bernardini Alfano is with us tonight. And if you remember Paul Alfano back in the 70s, great basketball team, they were actually boyfriend and girlfriend back in 8th grade. And sitting at their table with them is the best man, Rusty Gordon, who we all know. And anyways, it was just, I think he called it the Miracle on Maple Street. So again, Paul and Leslie rekindled and got married, so congratulations to Leslie and Paul. It was made for a Hallmark, no doubt about that. It's a Hallmark movie. You'll be seeing it soon. Thomas Grover Cleveland III. If I can have everyone's attention again, sorry. I know they're serving dessert, but if you could just be quiet, I'd appreciate it. During his 4 years at Branford High School, Tom was an exceptional student athlete, recognized by his induction to the National Honor Society, as well as the numerous accolades he carried throughout his swimming career. He earned his selection to the New Haven Register All-Area Team, the All-SEC Team, as well as being recognized as All-State. Tom was elected team captain his senior year with Eric Anderson and Matt Turman based on his talent, work ethic, and leadership skills. He dominated during his junior and senior seasons while establishing himself as an elite swimmer in the state. During his senior year, Tom was recognized as the All-Area Swimming MVP and received the prestigious honor of being selected on the U.S. Navy Scholastic All-American Team in swimming by the National High School Athletic Coaches Association. In addition to his outstanding swimming career at Branford High School, Tom also competed on the lacrosse team and was selected team co-captain in 2001 under the direction of coaches Brian Atkins, Frank Barron, and Jim May. Tom continued his swimming career at Wesleyan University, where he lettered all 4 years and was an integral part of their success. Tom graduated from Wesleyan University in 2005 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in physics and astronomy. He followed his educational path to the University of New Haven, where he received his Master of Science degree in mechanical engineering. He is currently Group Lead Engineer in Solenoid Valve Group at the Lee Company, which is an aerospace manufacturing company specializing in micro-hydraulic components. Tom resides in Westbrook with his wife Lizzie, his son Thomas, and daughter Winslow. Please welcome to the Branford Sports Hall of Fame, Thomas Grover Cleveland III. Quick picture. You put that down. Sorry, buddy. Hold the picture. Here we go. Hold it. Hold it. All right, I'll give it back to you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? I want to thank the committee and congratulate my fellow inductees, and I just want to thank everyone for this lovely honor being inducted to the Branford Sports Hall of Fame. High school sports, especially swimming, had a profound impact on me. I learned much from the practices, meets, teammates, and especially the coaches. And they have all influenced me and shaped me into the person I am today. So I am honored to take this opportunity to publicly thank many of these people. First and foremost, to my parents, all four of you, thank you for your unconditional love and support that you've provided both in high school and now. It is absolutely an amazing thing, and I love you all dearly. Thank you to my teammates over the years, especially Matt Turman, Eric Anderson, and George Miles. Iron sharpens iron, and there's nothing more motivating than literally having one of you at my feet, pushing me to go faster and to go further. To George Miles, my first swim coach in Branford, thank you for teaching me to set goals. A vivid memory I have is when you sat me down to take a look at the record board and pointed out the records that you believed I could break. And that was my goal in high school, of which I did achieve, broke many of those. To Jim May and Brian Atkins, thank you for teaching me to find a way in the face of adversity. Thank you, Jim, especially for your colorful stories, especially the one, the fictional one regarding the school bus going off of the Q Bridge and you finding a way to survive. That story is one that I have recounted many a time to friends, family, and young engineers at work when they think they can't do something. To Coach Thompson and Coach O'Connor, thank you for modeling and teaching me leadership, compassion, enthusiasm, and work ethic. Especially Coach Thompson, I know that even as a high schooler, it was very obvious that you had an immense appreciation for the team and for the sport. I know that you spent many a nights strategizing about how we can win the next dual meet and coming up with the ultimate perfect lineup. Looking back at the effort that you put in on that now as an adult is inspiring. For those of you who don't know, swimming is a hard sport. It is the only sport where you are working every single muscle in your body to its absolute limits, and you're not allowed to breathe the entire time. You don't play swimming. It is isolating when you're in practice. You're in your own head. You're singing the same song over and over and over, and it is objectively not fun. However, during high school, because of Rich Thompson, because of Coach, I loved swimming. His enthusiasm and dedication was infectious. I was able to work hard, improve, swim fast, and break records because of you, Coach. Thank you for challenging me and showing me that I can do hard things and that practice makes perfect. I learned these things from you and have carried them forward with me in life. And for that, I am immensely grateful. Thank you to my... Yeah. Give it up for Rich. Thank you to my friends and family and family that are here tonight. I would also like to thank my wife, who is supporting me tonight just as much as she did in high school. And she's actually not here, so she's not really supporting me. But she's the best, and I love her dearly. Thank you all very much. This is a true honor, and I thank you.
Great job. Michael Mario Dimitriadis. He comes from an established lineage across the hockey rinks of Connecticut. His uncle Lou Payne was the captain for the hockey team at Quinnipiac University. Lou's with us tonight, as well as one of the winningest coaches in Connecticut high school hockey. Cousin Billy Dimitriadis played Division I hockey at Sacred Heart University. Safe to say, hockey and athleticism runs in the bloodstream. During his senior season, Michael was elected captain, leading the Hornets to an 11-9 record into the state playoffs in 2003. He held the high school record for 5 goals in a single game, as well as led the team in goals his senior year. Michael was also a 4-year letterman for the Branford High School baseball team, playing second base and right field, coached by Walter Novak. Michael always showed his leadership values on and off the ice. Coach Vieira instilled in him his work ethic, perseverance, and determination. His efforts earned him many distinctions, including team MVP honors, Southern Connecticut Conference Division II first team recognition, All-State first team, and the New Haven Register all-area hockey team. Michael graduated from Branford High School in 2003 with academic high honors. He went on to study at Quinnipiac University, where he graduated in 2007, and then earned his doctorate of physical therapy in 2009. Impressive. He continues to call Branford home and runs Amity Physical Therapy of Branford office, offering expert and specialized care for all his patients, ranging from sports injuries to post-surgical care. Hey, Mike, maybe you can be a sponsor next year. Just thinking about that. Anyways, Michael's parents, Maria and Takis, did I say it right, Takis? Yes, I thought so. Devoted their life to raising their son, to always making sure he knew the value of hard work and dedication, everything he can achieve in life. Michael resides in Branford with his wife, Gina, and their sons, Jackson, who is an avid hockey fan and plays hockey and lacrosse, following in his father's footsteps and sharing the love for sports. Please welcome Michael Mario Dimitriadis into the Branford Sports Hall of Fame.
Get hold of it. Thank you.
Sorry, buddy.
Yep, fine. I'd like to thank the Branford Hall of Fame for this award tonight. I would like to congratulate all the other recipients who are being inducted tonight as well. This award is so meaningful to me. Growing up in Branford, playing sports in Branford, attending Branford High School, going on to Quinnipiac University, and now raising a family and working in our beautiful town. It is so humbling to be recognized with so many prestigious past inductees. I want to thank my family and friends for coming to support me here tonight. I especially want to thank my parents, Marie and Taki, as well as my high school hockey coach, Larry Vieira. Without them, I wouldn't be up here. Now that my wife, Gina, and I are hockey parents, we realize the dedication and commitment that it takes. I reflect on that what my parents did for me. From countless hours, driving me to and from the rink, sometimes all over the state in one day. From Simsbury to Toronto and many places in between, I want to thank you both for sacrificing your time and all that you do for me. Growing up, I always looked up to my cousin Billy Dimitriadis and my uncle Lou Payne, who were both great hockey players. You both taught me to be tough on the ice and to always give it my all. One great lesson that I had was my freshman year playing for Coach Vieira. I was playing third line, working hard, and then one day, Coach Vieira bumped me up to the first line. I thought I was cool, great. I slacked off. Immediately, I got benched for a period. So from then on, though, I realized that I must continue to work hard to get what I want, never give up. And this lesson I learned from Coach Vieira that still lives with me to this day. This award reminds me that sports have always been such a big part of my life. Being on a team has taught me life lessons such as discipline, determination, and working toward a common goal. However, some of my best aspects of a team is the brotherhood that lasts a lifetime. I'm still very close with most of my past teammates today. Now I want to give a special shout out to my favorite athlete who plays hockey and lacrosse, my son Jackson. I hope to instill everything that I've learned along the way to you. So Jax, hopefully someday you might be at the same podium I am tonight. Thank you all. God bless. Thank you.
Great job. Mike Gagliardi. Mike Gagliardi, a.k.a. Gags, class of 1988, made his mark on Branford High School athletics as one of the most accomplished tennis players in school history. Introduced to the sport on the courts of Foot Park by his parents, Carl and Donna, Mike developed a lifelong love for the game. His younger brother, Paul, a 2019 Hall of Fame inductee, shared in that passion, completing a true tennis-playing family. He was a 4-time All-Housatonic League selection, a 3-time All-State honoree, and in his senior year helped lead Branford to a Housatonic League title and a runner-up finish in the Class L State Championship under the guidance of Hall of Fame coach Jake Paluzzi, a 2007 inductee. Known for giving 110% every time he stepped on the court, he approached every match with grit, determination, and an unyielding competitive spirit. Following graduation, Mike attended Providence College, where he became one of the most successful players in Friars tennis history. After graduating in '92, Mike competed professionally, achieving a world ranking and competing in the qualifying draws of the Newport Hall of Fame and the New Haven Pilot Pen tournaments, as well as other professional events in the United States and Asia. He continues to compete in club level in USTA leagues and tournaments, carrying forward the same passion for the game that defined his early years. Professionally, Mike has built a successful career as a consulting actuary with Willis Towers Watson. He currently resides in Wellesley, Massachusetts with his wife Meredith, his children Charlotte and Christopher, and his stepson Madden. His induction into the Branford High School Sports Hall of Fame honors a lifetime of dedication, achievement, and love for the game of tennis. Mike Gagliardi. Congrats again, buddy. Here we go, another picture. Bring that down. I'll give it back to you.
Okay. Thank you, Alex. I'd like to start by thanking the Hall of Fame committee for this great honor, and congratulations to the other inductees. I have many great memories of my time at Branford High, not just as an athlete, but also as a student. I'd like to thank all the teachers for everything they've done to shape this school and its students, including my mom, who taught math at the school for over 25 years. Thank you, Mom. I'll always be grateful for the positive and supportive environment that they all created. I enjoyed being part of and competing for the Branford tennis team. I was lucky to be surrounded by teammates who fought hard for every match. My senior year, we finished first in the Housatonic League and second in the state tournament, a great accomplishment. We were proud of that accomplishment as we put Branford tennis back on the map. I'd like to thank the late Jim McVeigh, a fellow Hall of Famer, for all the articles he wrote in the Branford Review about our team and the other sports teams at Branford. He was such a positive influence on the students at Branford High. I'd also like to thank our coach, Jake Paluzzi, another Hall of Famer, for guiding us and setting expectations that made us better. As you know, Jake is a great motivator. He was always positive and always encouraging to me and my teammates. Simply put, Jake made it fun to be on the team. So thank you, Jake, for all the years you devoted to the Hornets tennis program. I'd like to thank my brother, Paul, also a Hall of Famer, for all the hitting sessions we had when we were kids. It was nice to have a built-in partner. We had our battles, and the jury is still out on who's the better player. And of course, I want to thank my parents. They introduced me to tennis, supported me, and somehow managed to sit through countless high school and college matches. Their encouragement, patience, and pressure-free approach made all the difference. I wouldn't be standing here tonight without them. So thank you again for this honor. Thank you.
Great job, thank you. I just want to mention a couple of just shout outs while we're here. I'm not sure, at table 16 with us today is our probate judge, Chuck Tiernan. If you take a bow, please. Hall of Famer. Also, I want to mention too, for the first time, I'm kind of old school and I'm getting to be new school, but I fought my staff, or my ex-staff, I guess. Jamie told me I don't work there anymore. I forgot about that. But anyways, they said, come on, we got to go online with this. And, for years, we sent out an invitation, you mail it back. They were kind of right. But really what got us a big start off was actually the Branford 7, Steve Mazikane, actually each day, when we announced it, put it out each day in publicity. And just to let you know, it was like a 2-to-1 or whatever, but we sold 180 tickets online, and the other ones came in. So now we're moved in that direction. So we'll still do it the old school way, but we're getting there. So thank you very much, Steve, for your coverage of that. It really made a big difference. And also a couple good friends of mine too. Over the years, it goes way back. But they're two special individuals that I was able to work with through a lot of projects in town. They're a great, they always support this Hall of Fame from the beginning pretty much. I want to mention both Vinny Giordano Jr. and his son, the third. Nice round of applause for the Giordano family. And the reason I'm doing that, they give a lot people don't know behind the scenes, a lot back to this town, and I'm indebted for them, and the town should be indebted for them doing that. Last but not least, I don't want to forget about my good friend Jeff Klarman, who for the 36th straight year sponsored this event. So thank you again, Jeff Klarman, another Hall of Famer. Okay, it's Tiny Bubbles time. I've been waiting to say that for a long time, Coach. Jim May. For the past 26 years, Jim May has dedicated himself to coaching youth and high school lacrosse in the town of Branford. At practice or in a game, Jim's intensity and passion inspires his players to perform at their highest level. Emphasizing the fundamentals of the game as well as character development, Jim has had a profound impact on hundreds of former athletes. At Peabody High School in Massachusetts, Jim had a distinguished athletic career. At the conclusion of his senior season, he was selected to the All-State team, and he was honored as the 1990 State of Massachusetts Player of the Year. A four-year starter, he earned All-Conference, All-State, and All-American honors. His prowess in athletics enabled Jim to be inducted into the Peabody Sports Hall of Fame in 2012. Jim matriculated to the University of New Haven. As a collegiate athlete, he lettered in football and lacrosse. Jim graduated with a BS in Law Enforcement Administration. For a decade, Jim was an assistant lacrosse coach at Branford High School under the tutelage of Hall of Fame coach Brian Atkins, class of 2023. His passion for the players in the program was infectious. In 2011, Jim became the second head coach in Branford history of the lacrosse program. Highly regarded within the coaching community, Coach May was honored as the SEC Division II Coach of the Year following the 2018 and 2019 seasons. Jimmy G. Giannakopoulos, since I can't say it, Jimmy G. Giannakopoulos, thank you, a former Hornets lacrosse player, stated he pushed the players to their limits and he was tough. However, he was always there for his players, and we were better players and later in life, better people because of his leadership. And I'd like to thank Jim personally for my son Dylan, that one of the best coaches he ever had in his career. I didn't realize that he had coached me for 1 year in youth football in 5th grade, and he said he was a great coach. So thanks for pushing Dylan. On the youth level, Jim was a co-founder of the Branford Youth Lacrosse League. For the past 29 years, Jim has been employed by the Postal Service in Branford. And you might have seen him around, too, playing Santa for all these years. He was phenomenal. He has grown children, Jimmy and Olivia. Currently, Jim resides in Branford with his longtime girlfriend, Michelle, and her six children. Please welcome into the Branford Sports Hall of Fame, Coach Jim May. Sure, you gotta hold it there. Proud of you, man. Killing since that today. 1 year.
What happened to the people over there? All I know is he said that I worked for the post office. 3 people took off and ran. Figures. Good evening, and congrats to my fellow inductees. It is truly an honor and a blessing. I appreciate all the hard work that you put into this Hall of Fame committee. Thank you so much. Here's the deal, guys. Without commitment and consistency, I'm not up here. But I look in the crowd here, almost every table, I have done something with one of you, whether I coached with you, coached against you, etc., played with you, and that to me touches my heart tremendously. The
there's so many great things. Every once in a while I get soft when I talk, but tonight I'm blessed to be inducted with two former players that I love and respect so much, in Tommy and Billy. As an athlete, I couldn't even compare to you guys. You two are some of the best I've ever seen. So congrats on you guys. I want you all to remember, in life, in sports, your opportunity is always watching, okay? You can do it, right? And it still won't be enough. But if you don't do it, you are guaranteed nothing. 2 words, like I said in my 31 years of coaching: commitment and consistency. Without the commitment, you wouldn't start. But more importantly, right, without the consistency, you'll never finish. I believe when God wants to make a man powerful, he does not crown him first. He breaks him. First, he strips away your comfort, your pride, your plans, until all that's left is real. Every bad day, every heartbreak, every betrayal, that's God's way of molding you piece by piece. You don't grow in comfort, you grow in mayhem. And when you are down on your knees, thinking it's over, it's not. It's the rebuild. Fellow coaches, currently at Guilford, that table there, thank you so much for being here tonight, gentlemen. I appreciate you, brothers. My friends and my mentors and my brothers, Chris Hyland, Brian Atkins, okay? Frank Barron, the late Frank Barron. Without you, and along with Coach Steve Philippone, without you gentlemen, I am not who I am as a coach. So thank you very much. I truly appreciate and love you guys very much. My brothers that took the ride up from Massachusetts, and it's Peabody, by the way. Okay? If you don't know where it is, it's right next to Salem, Mass, where the Witchers are from. Anyways, thank you so much, guys. I love you and I appreciate you so much. My family. Family is everything, as we heard this tonight from everyone tonight. Family is everything. Let's start off. I have 8 children. Holy smokes. I feel like my pockets are always broke, and I always have a headache, and I'm always popping antacids. I've had the privilege of coaching 3 of the boys, and 2 of the daughters have been managers, and I've been completely blessed and honored. There's some other postal workers in the building too. Someone who gone on the job with me 29 years ago, he still talks to me. I can't believe it. So thank you, Joey. I appreciate you and love you, brother. And finally, but not, I always get soft when I talk about the rock of the family, my wonderful girlfriend, the one who does everything for the house because I'm never home. Those of you that coach or play, etc., you know that you're not home often. And she's the one that stirs the ship. Michelle, I love you and I appreciate all you do. Again, thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful night.
Hey, boys from Massachusetts, Peabody, right? Peabody. You gotta say it quick, Peabody. All right, got it. Great job, Coach May, proud of you. Tiny Bubbles is back. Scott Neislick. Scott Neislick ranks among Branford's finest football players. A standout at Notre Dame High School in West Haven, he earned all district league honors in 1977 and 1978. Was named Connecticut High School Football All-State, honorable mention in 1977, selected to the Connecticut High School All-State football team in 78, and capped his prep career with High School Football All-America honors that same year. Highly recruited by numerous Division I programs, Scott accepted a full scholarship to Boston College, where he enjoyed a remarkable collegiate career. At Boston College, he was a 4-year starter at wide receiver under Coach Jack Bicknell, catching passes from the legendary Heisman Award winner Doug Flutie. He actually caught his first pass, from what I remember, and his first touchdown pass. And we actually saw him win a game back many years ago. We went up to see him, and he got the extra 2 points to win the game. He also handled punting duties during his senior citizen, and he led the nation. Neislick earned all ECAC honors in 1981-82 and was named a College Football All-American Honorable Mention in 1982. One of the records that he still holds was against Penn State with 229 yards receiving. Next to him was, if you remember, the miracle reception of Flutie to Phelan in '84. That was one of his teammates. He had 226 yards against Miami in that game, and Scott still holds that record. Following his college career, he played 2 seasons in the United States Football League, USFL, suiting up at tight end for the Philadelphia Stars in 1984 and Baltimore Stars in 1985. Most recently, on September 11th, 2025, he was inducted into the New Haven Gridiron Hall of Fame. He's a Branford guy. Him and his wife, Carrie's also a Branford gal, going way back to the St. Mary's days, are the proud parents of 4 children, Ryan, Brendan, Kelly, and Kevin, who is with us, who plays at Fordham, if I'm not incorrect, University, and the grandparents of 3, Chloe, Crew, and Charlie. Welcome home, Scott Neislick, our 2005 Branford Sports Hall of Fame inductee. Come on up. We need to take another picture here. Put this microphone down. Another picture down. Hold it there. Hold it back there.
Well, Coach May, that's a tough one to follow. I hope those boys from Peabody get it going now. So, Peabody. Sorry about that. Hello, everybody. Not out of sync because of I didn't go to Branford High School, but it's certainly something to me that is very close. And the people in Branford are special people. Standing here tonight as an inductee into the Branford Hall of Fame is an honor, and it touches me deeply. I want to begin by recognizing my fellow inductees. Sharing this moment with you is truly humbling. Each of you have contributed to the Branford sports legacy in your own meaningful way, and I'm honored to stand alongside you. Growing up in Branford shaped not only the athlete I became, but the person I am. In a small town, you feel the strength of the community in every corner. In the coaches who believe in you, the families who cheered for you, and the friends who stood beside you. I want to thank Alex Paluzzi, Jimmy Patella, Bob Ciccolini, and the entire committee for selecting me for this special honor. Their dedication to Branford athletes of all ages, plus keeping track of all their accomplishments, is remarkable. I think I speak for everyone when I say we're so incredibly grateful to them. I love seeing so many familiar faces here tonight. It brings back such great memories. To my family, I wouldn't be anyone or have any of the accomplishments without my parents, Joan and Ken, who chose the right town in 1968 to raise 5 children. The Oak Hollow Road days were epic. My parents' love for sports was endless. Wherever I played, they were there, along with their signature tailgates and for family and friends. To my wife, Carrie, whom I met in 3rd grade at St. Mary's School when I moved here from Maryland. Thank you for being my constant source of strength and support. My youngest son, Kevin, is here tonight, and currently plays football at Fordham. I am so proud of you. You becoming both just a great man on and off the field. I'm also so grateful to have my mother-in-law here, Maureen Vernon, this evening. Your presence means a great deal to me and to our family. I also want to acknowledge my sons, Ryan and Brendan, and my daughter, who, just for the record, has always been tougher than any of the brothers. She made me say that. Some of the fondest memories I have in Branford were the Kinney basketball tournaments, the annual punt, pass, and kick competitions, and the Halloween store window painting. That was all done by the community house. These were small town events, but to me and my friends, they were everything. They gave us bragging rights, friendly rivalries, and taught me to compete, to dream and believe that something bigger awaited for me. Even after my professional football career was over, I found myself right back at the community house, in the men's basketball league and the softball leagues, which were more intense and more competitive than playing professional football. We had a really great group of guys. A lot of them are here tonight. The sense of community, the familiar faces, the sense of belonging, and yes, the beers at the eel pot after all the competition are the memories that I will always remember. No matter where life has taken me, Branford has always been welcomed me back. The warmth, the pride, the genuine kindness of the people in this town has shaped me into ways that have lasted a lifetime. Looking back, everything I became in football started right here. The teachers, coaches, and friends who guided me a long way left a mark I will always be grateful for. Thank you to all for being a part of my story, and this is an incredible honor. Branford will always be my home. Thank you.
Also, quickly want to do a couple shout outs. Also, I want to thank Chad Lyons here tonight taking our photographs for this event. Nice round of applause for Chad. And Billy O'Brien behind the scenes, as always. And my good friend Cuz, Keith Spar, for videotaping this, and everyone will get a copy of this and going forward. Oh, it'll be online, excuse me. I'm moving forward, correct. So thank you very much, Keith, coming every year and supporting this. And just to let you know, they volunteer their time to do this, so I really appreciate that. Couple more to go, very important. The last two, as everyone else has been. Now we go to Amy Cole O'Brien. Skilled competitor, dedicated athlete, natural leader. Amy Cole O'Brien left an indelible mark on Branford High School athletics, most notably between the pipes for the Hornets field hockey team under the legendary Hall of Fame coaching duo of Kathy and John McGurk. She quickly rose to become one of the top goalkeepers in Connecticut. Over her 4-year varsity career, Amy helped lead Branford to an outstanding 51, 11, and 12 record, recording 16 shutouts in her final 2 seasons and more than 100 career saves. Her senior campaign in 1994 was nothing short of dominant. As captain, she led the Hornets to a 14-2-3 record, allowed just 27 goals, and earned a host of accolades: first-team All-State, All-League, All-Area, 3-time New Haven Register Athlete of the Week. Ranked as the top goalkeeper in Connecticut, she also captured a 1991 state championship. A true multi-sport athlete, Amy also earned varsity letters in both basketball and softball. At the collegiate level, she accepted a full athletic scholarship to to Division I Townsend University. In 1996, she helped lead the Tigers to the first NCAA tournament appearance and helped set a school record with an 11-7 season. She excelled academically as well, earning America East Academic Honor Roll recognition and graduating with a BS in Kinesiology and Health, along with a minor in Sports Studies and Management. Today, Amy remains deeply rooted in her hometown as administrative assistant at Mary R. Tisco Elementary School under the tutelage and leadership of the charismatic, the popular principal, Jimmy O'Connor. Amy, he didn't pay me to say that, but I said that. We love him. And she just loves and supports her family, unbelievable. Her parents, her in-laws, her children are all athletes. They did great things. Amy Cole O'Brien embodies the very best of Branford athletics, her passion, her perseverance, and a lasting commitment of hard work. Please welcome Amy Cole O'Brien into the Branford Sports Hall of Fame. Put this microphone down. There we go. Hold that. He was back here.
All right.
You got it.
Whew, sweating a little. Good evening, everyone. Standing here tonight as a 2025 inductee into the Branford Sports Hall of Fame is one of the greatest honors of my life. Congratulations to all the inductees this evening. To be recognized among the remarkable athletes, coaches, and leaders who helped shape this town's proud athletic tradition is both humbling and deeply meaningful. Thank you to the Branford Sports Hall of Fame Executive Board and Committee, past and present, for preserving the heart of Branford athletics. Your dedication ensures that every athlete, every era, and every story continues to live on. A heartfelt thank you to someone very dear to me, my father-in-law, Bill O'Brien, past co-chairman and inductee. I didn't realize when I married into the family that Hall of Fame came with the last name, but I'm honored to carry it forward. I am grateful that Bill and Alex Paluzzi had the vision back in 1988 to create something that still brings this community together. When I think back to wearing the Branford uniform, I remember more than just the wins. I remember the freezing early morning practices, the smell of the freshly cut grass, definitely not turf back then, painting that hornet billboard that somehow never looked straight, the dents in the goalpost from my stick, the whistles of suicide sprints, who can't relate on that, and of course, Coach Kathy McGurk's iconic white hair blown in the breeze as she shouted words of encouragement. I remember the pride of stepping onto the field at home games knowing we were representing something bigger than ourselves, our team, and this town. Field hockey, basketball, and softball taught me teamwork, grit, and yes, how to survive the bus ride home after a tough loss. But field hockey, that's where I really found my rhythm. When I stepped into the goalie pads as a freshman, I was quick, fearless, and clearly willing to make questionable decisions. Who volunteers to stand in front of 80-mile-per-hour rockets wearing sweaty, oversized goalie gear? I think I could clear out a locker room in less than 10 minutes with that smell. But I clearly remember the McGurks saying they put their best athlete in goal, so I'm going to go with that one. There were so many defining moments in my career. The pride, obviously, of a state championship, multiple Housatonic League titles, and the heartbreak of a semifinal loss on a penalty stroke to one of my national teammates. I'm still not over that. One of those battles felt epic, and they shaped who I became today. Traveling the U.S. with my Mystic Club team, competing for the indoor national championships, and even playing for the U.S. Futures national team pushed me to that next level. Earning a Division I full scholarship to Towson was a dream come true for me and my family. Helping Towson reach the conference tournament for the first time was historic. Playing nationally ranked teams taught me how to thrive under pressure, but really how to appreciate those athletic trainers back then, cortisone shots, and lots of ice baths. Traveling to Bermuda to face the Olympic bronze medal team and beating them was pretty incredible, especially with my twin sister Heather by my side. To the legendary coaches, Kathy and John McGurk, thank you for believing me before I believed in myself. You taught me that success is built on grit, preparation, and heart. You both helped shape generations of athletes, and Kathy's legacy lives on in every player who was lucky enough to learn from her. To my teammates, you are my family. A goalie is only as strong as her defense, and I had the very best. To my parents, my greatest role models, Mom, you were the backbone of the family, steady, calm, and ready for whatever came next. You taught me compassion, perspective, and the kind of strength that lasts long after the scoreboard's turned off. I love you so much. And Dad, you were my constant. You were my everything. Every game, every field, every tournament, you were there. You never missed a high school, club, or college game. You had a roadmap to every field long before GPS existed, and somehow always made 1,000 in record-setting time, evading traffic, and let's be honest, probably the law too. Your voice, "You're fine, Amy, just go out there and play," was the soundtrack of my career. You've been my guide, my biggest believer, and truly my unsung hero. This honor's for you too, Dad. To my twin sister Heather, my fiercest competitor, my lifelong teammate, and my best friend. Thank you for pushing me, challenging me, and standing beside me through every victory and heartbreak. This honor's yours too. To my husband Greg, thank you for your love. There you are. Your patience, and for listening to all my stories, even the ones you've heard multiple times. To my children, Jameson and Michaela, you're my team now. Nothing I've achieved compares to the pride I feel watching you chase your goals. Even when you laugh at my vintage goalie equipment, I see the same competitive spark in you that once fueled my journey. If I leave any legacy, it's the two of you. Strong, compassionate, and driven. Being your mom is the championship I cherish most. And of course, to my extended family and friends, thank you for celebrating with me tonight. I also want to wish a happy birthday to Allie, my son's beautiful girlfriend. Thank you for spending the Hall of Fame dinner with us. That's a true commitment. To my Tisco family and Principal Jim O'Connor, thank you for your humor, your encouragement, and your support. I'm blessed to work with such educators who give their whole hearts to their students, and I definitely have more patience now than I ever did on the field. What I cherish most aren't the wins or the stats, it's the lessons. It's perseverance, teamwork, and the belief that when one door closes, another one always opens. Tonight, I accept this honor with deep gratitude for my family, my coaches, my teammates, and the town that built me. Thank you for letting me relive some of the best moments of my life. I will always and proudly be a Branford Hornet. And again, a huge congratulations to our BHS field hockey team, Class M state champions. Truly impressive, and I'm very proud of everyone. Good night.
Just a couple last shout outs before our last inductee. I want to again thank my good friend and support person. When I'm in trouble, I always visit her, is Dodie Criscola. Nice round of applause for Dodie Criscola, the only lady at the table. And also I wanted to mention too out loud too, a lot of people don't realize there's a lot of people behind the scenes, two other people. One, Coach John McGurk, who couldn't be with us today, is going through some health issues, so please keep him in his thought and prayers. He does things behind the scenes. He helped us write some of the biographies. He's a really good friend to Branford Field Hockey. I saw him a couple games earlier this year. Please keep him in your prayers. He did some great things behind the scenes for us, a big supporter. And also I wanted to mention too, it was great to have Massey Glass and Aluminum, Bobby Massey and Phil DeLeese, who are phenomenal. And I also want to mention too that, again, they don't do with any fanfare, but Bobby and Shelley Massey do so much for our community. We just did something down, I won't share everything, but they were a big, we raised $75,000 for Tally C-Pop Memorial, which is where the tennis courts are. We're going to have stadium seating with a whole tulips for Tally, a young girl that was at Penn State that unfortunately lost her life. She was on a mission trip and came back, and we're kind of we're doing some good things there, and I can't thank the Massey family for that. Thank you very much. Jackie Tamson. Toughness and determination are typically the characteristics of great athletes, and no one personified those traits more than 2025 Branford Sports Hall of Fame inductee Jackie Tamson. Over the course of her athletic career as a lifelong Branford resident, Jackie Tamson excelled in hockey, basketball, and softball. A 1998 graduate of Laurelton Hall of Milford, Jackie is the first female non-Branford high school graduate to be inducted into the Branford Sports Hall of Fame. Known for her incredible on-ball defensive skills in passing and basketball, Jackie held UConn standout Maria Conlon to her season lowest point total in the state semifinal game. While playing basketball, she also played hockey in the same season for the Connecticut Polar Bears, one of the premier girls club programs in the country. While playing for the Polar Bears, Jackie was part of 4 consecutive national championship teams from '94 to '98, competing all over the U.S. After high school, Jackie attended Providence College on an ice hockey scholarship and was an immediate contributor to the team. On the ice, she was relentless, a forechecker. She was a defender who possessed a skating speed that was unmatched by her opponents. She continued her hockey career after college, playing for semi-professional teams in Switzerland and Austria. And by far, she's one of the best athletes to ever come out of Branford, and a long list of Tamsons. Along with being a tri-sport athlete, Jackie also ran multiple marathons, including the famous Boston and New York marathons. And also, Mark Tamson's daughters, there's 3 of them I know, and they're phenomenal athletes. And we're hearing about them now, and you'll see them in the future. So it's a long list. If you're a Tamson, you've got to excel in sports. Jackie is the granddaughter of 2000 Branford Sports Hall of Fame inductee Leonard Tamson and the sister of 2019 inductee Mike Tamson. Jackie graduated from Providence College in 2002 with a degree in finance and worked in IT for RMI, Lecture Links, and Passport Corporation. Sadly, Jackie passed away peacefully just last year, surrounded by her family in February, and is being inducted posthumously. Here to accept one of the best athletes in Branford High School history is her brother, Mike Tamson.
Sorry. Thank you, everybody. This is a tremendous honor for our family. Thank you to the committee for nominating my sister. And congrats to all the other inductees. It's a real honor to be here, and past and present. You know, I see a lot of people here that have been inducted, and a lot of my friends, a lot of people that I know. So it's a special time to be here to accept this award for my sister. So a lot of people obviously know the Tamson name because, you know, we've been born and raised in Branford. We've been here for 100 years. So trying to think of what to say tonight, it was to the people that didn't know my sister well. So I'm the youngest of my family, and my sister was 6 years older than me. So some of my fondest memories were being, I mean, as anybody that's the youngest of a, you know, decent-sized family knows, the youngest gets dragged to everything. I mean, I can tell you about Cromwell Double Rink had virtual cop shooter and had, you know, first-person shooter game. Milford Ice Rink had Street Fighter. So, I mean, I was pretty well versed on all the hockey rinks here in Connecticut because I got dragged to a lot of places. I was fortunate enough to travel to all her national championships. She won 4 in a row with the Polar Bears, which is pretty impressive. One thing I wanted to talk to tonight was, you know, Jackie's character, both as an athlete and as, you know, as my sister. As Alex said, she was tough. I mean, anybody who plays hockey knows that, you know, when you're changing lines, you dump it into the zone, you go chase while you're changing lines. And Jackie was the type of person that went into the corner, dug out the puck, cycled the puck, and kind of always missed out on the hockey assist. Like, she was the third pass, not the second pass, that she ended up not getting the assist, but she always did the dirty work that didn't show up in the box scores. And then just one of my fondest memories of her was they were playing for the championship for Providence College, shorthanded. She's just putting pressure on the point. I was at the game at UConn, and just a harmless, just stick check, poked it away from the point, led to a breakaway, scored the game-winning goal. They won 1-0, and they won the conference championship. So pretty cool. And then one thing, as Alex said, my middle niece Talia plays relentless on-ball defense for Branford High, and it's pretty special to watch because it reminds me a lot of Jackie, and it's been a lot of fun watching you do that. But with that being said, some other things, work ethic. I mean, she played 2 sports in one season. A typical night for Jackie would be basketball practice at Laurelton, and then come home, have dinner, and then drive to Cromwell, where the Polar Bears practiced out of, and have practice from 7 to 9. So that was a typical day for Jackie in high school. So, and then training for marathons. I mean, I went for a run with her once. Anybody who knows me, I always say this frame isn't built for distance. I went for a run with her. We went for a couple miles, and then we're coming around Meadow Street, and then we hit the hill right at John B. Sliney. And I didn't see her for the rest. I was keeping up with her, but I didn't see her much after that. I think her shoes were off by the time I got home. So, so training for marathons. I mean, and one thing I remember that she made me do was when she was playing basketball, she, for some reason, tried to develop a behind-the-back pass, and she would make me run alongside her and try the behind-the-back pass, like on a 2-on-1 breakaway. And she was so bad at it. And I don't think she ever used it in a game, but she practiced it till dark one night, and I always had to go chase the ball when she didn't, when it didn't go through. So, and then fun fact about Jackie. Coach May here, she actually trained kickboxing with Coach May for 2 years. She was bored one day, and she was like, I want to get into kickboxing. And I had known Coach had done that, and they connected, they linked up, and they trained for almost 2 years. So just a fun fact about that. It's been tough not having her, but this is a really nice honor to have for her. And then one thing about Jackie is she was a good teammate. She was fun. She always set the standard, always worked the hardest in the weight room, always made sure everybody was together, making sure everybody was on the same page, making sure, and anybody who knows my sister, everybody was having fun when she was around. In closing, I'd like to thank my family, everybody here, for coming, nieces, nephews of Jackie. She cherished you guys. She loved you very much. And we all miss her. And we know now with the holidays being around, Jackie was the kind of the glue. She always texted to make sure everybody was around. We were all going to the same place, and made sure that it was always special for everybody, because she always put everybody above her and wanted to make sure that everybody was sharing in the good time. And Mom, Dad, she always wanted to make you guys proud. And I think with all her accomplishments and everything that she stood for and everything that she tried to do with her life, I think she succeeded. And I think if she was here right now, we'd just tell her, Jack, we miss you. And just thank you, everybody, for coming, and have a good night. Thank you.
Okay, that was really moving. Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight. It's really been a wonderful night. Once again, a memorable one. I really appreciate it. Every year we keep hearing great stories, doing some great things. I think the Sports Hall of Fame, again, I want to thank my committee. I want to thank all of you for supporting this, all the sponsors, and looking forward down the road. Please, if you ever want someone in there, everybody says so-and-so should be in the Sports Hall of Fame, but go online, Branford Sports Hall of Fame. You're able to put your name in there of an athlete, give us some information. This year was probably one of the best years that we had where people got us the information, wrote the write-ups, and it made it a lot easier for all of us. But thank you for all your support. It's like a reunion in Branford every year, and we hope to see you back here next year. It's always a Thursday before Thanksgiving. Please drive home safely, and thank you for your support. Good night, everyone.